which started the day after the presidential election. And so the panels that we went to had a very interesting tone to them, and there was a kind of solidarity that could be found. But in 2003, I had, up to that point, been a very devout Seventh-day Adventist, and in 2003, I had decided that that wasn't true for me anymore, and I became an atheist. But sitting at NCA this past year, I felt so many connections between how I had experienced religious faith and how I was experiencing academia. And so this piece is kind of a connection between these two different parts of myself. I'll let it go. Good evening, mi gente. Thank you all for coming to our evening service here at Lady of Lord. During these troubling times, I frequently find comfort in the Word, so let us turn now to the Scripture, 13th book of Lord, chapter 4, verse 2. For she hath said, your silence will not protect you. What words do you not yet have? What do you need to say? What are the tyrannies you swallow day by day and attempt to make your own until you sicken and die of them, still in silence? Mi gente, we must remain cautious in how we define freedom, equality. Let us be weary of inadvertently recreating oppression. In the first book of Muñoz, he tells us that those who are oppressed may navigate the world in very different ways, may experience liberation differently than what is commonly defined as freedom, ways of eluding punishment through disidentification. He goes on in second book of Muñoz to explicate how a utopic vision can derail us from moving forward. Así que mi gente, it's not a time to despair. It is not a time to choke down the silence. It is a time right now to speak. Time to act. The everyday acts which shape our reality must be critically evaluated so we do not fall into temptation, so that our subjectivities are not interpolated into the neoliberal white heteropatriarchy. Thank you for joining our service, and I'll take a few moments to take any comments you have at our Scholar Confessional. Sister, I have been living in bad faith. I know we should be resisting the trappings of consumerism and try to only shop ethically. I know Amazon and Walmart are some of the worst places to shop, but they had a really good sale, and I'm broke. So I've been doing all my groceries at Walmart this month, and I ordered all my school books on Amazon with free one-day shipping. I'll try to do better. Sister, I've been living in bad faith. I know that if I would have lived in the 1500s, I would probably be a slave, raped by conquistadores, murdered. Technologies of colonization imposed on my mind and my body. Romanticizing colonization is clearly messed up, but I really like the Ren Fair. And even worse, I really want to go as a pirate. And I know corsets are medieval torture devices made for women to attain an impossible standard of femininity and was harmful to women's bodies and perceptions of themselves, but I really enjoy wearing them. I'll try to do better. Sister, I've been living in bad faith. I ran into someone who was different than me, and I know I shouldn't let their appearance deter me from accepting them. I know the scriptures refute this kind of discrimination. I don't think I acted any different, but in my gut I still recognize the recognizing of another. I still hear the voices of judgment inside myself, and I'm still struggling to strangle them. I'll try to do better. Thank you all for coming to Spring Copium. Kind and generous professors. Please make sure you check in with them before you go, because I don't think we're keeping a roster or anything. Hope to see you next year. Have a great end of the semester.